There are rumors that Rizal's book entitled El Filibusterismo was a complete plagiarized work of Alexander Dumas's novel, The Count of Monte Cristo. It was one of Rizal's favorite books. Is this a fact or a myth?
Filibusterismo is a plagiarized work. Is it a fact or myth?
For me, it's a myth since I believe that it was really done by Rizal and there is no until now there is no concrete evidence that it was a plagiarized work. That's all.
Dumas wrote the novel out of an idea from a story in a book, while Rizal wrote the novel with a reformist thought in mind. The rumor may have stemmed from the fact that it was 1. The hero's favorite book, 2. The similarities between the protagonists of the novels, and 3. Both novels had the theme of revenge. His favorite dish is carne asada. In Mexican cuisine, it is a dish made from thin marinated beef steak, usually cooked with a certain amount of searing to impart a heavily barbecued flavor. Is this a fact or a myth?
Favorite dish is carne asada. Is it a fact or myth?
Carne asada, haven't heard. Very Spanish dish siya. Siguro, yes. It's a fact.
There is no existing evidence to support this fact. The hero, however, has mentioned enjoying ginisang munggo while he lived in exile in Dapitan. There are rumors that Rizal is the father of Adolf Hitler. It is believed that he was involved with a woman somewhere in the border of Germany and Austria. Fact or myth?
Rizal, is it a fact or myth?
Naluloko ka na ba? Sino? Adolf Hitler? His father is Jose Rizal? Hindi ka
Rizal died before the First World War, while Hitler came to prominence during the Second World War. Rizal may have had an adventurous love life, but the idea of him having fathered Adolf Hitler is too far. In relation to that, he was also believed to be the father of Mao Zedong. Is it a fact or a myth?
His father is Jose Rizal. Is it a fact or myth?
false.
Actually, Rizal hardly visited China. Rizal was born with a big head, a reason why people believed that he was really intelligent. Is it a fact or myth? This one is a fact, supported by Zaide. It was during his christening ceremony that the priest was impressed by the baby's big head and told the members of the family who were present, "Take good care of this child, for someday he will become a great man." There are speculations that Rizal did not really write sa aking mga kabataan or to my fellow children. It is said that Rizal only encountered the word kalayaan when he was on his 20s, so how could an 8-year-old kid be able to write a poem mentioning it? Is it a fact or myth? Due to the lack of evidence to support authorship by Rizal, several historians now believe it to be a hoax. There are two evidences. 1. The poem could not have been written in 1869 when Rizal was 8. 2. Rizal only encountered the word kalayaan when he was 21 years old. Rizal was never really a licensed doctor. He never finished his course, medicine. Is it a fact or myth? Rizal did finish his course. He obtained the degree of licentiate in medicine, becoming qualified to practice medicine. He, however, did not bother to secure a postgraduate degree of Doctor of Medicine. While there are rumors that Rizal is a playboy, he only had few real relationships. The other girls mentioned in his autobiographies are only flings or friends. Is this a fact or myth? Perhaps this one shall have to be viewed in relation to the dating trends of Rizal's time and in comparison to modern dating. The number of women he dated does not easily confirm about the hero being Casanova. And he was never a playboy, for he never took advantage of them.
Rizal's house cost 40 pesos way back then. A fact or a myth?
40 pesos. Fact.
Rizal's house cost 40 pesos. These days, the only thing you can buy for 40 pesos are nails and paper. While there are no records of how much the Rizal's ancestral house cost, the government bought what remained of Rizal's house for 24,000 pesos in 1952. The house contained more than 1,000 books, which served as Francisco Mercado's library, the largest private library in Calamba at that time. Jose Rizal's own bed was shorter in length than expected, as the national hero was around 5 feet and 2 inches, or 5 feet and 3 inches in height, and of medium build.
Japanese. Maybe.
Another rumor is that Rizal has fathered a Japanese girl. It could be remembered that Rizal found a love interest in Japan in the form of Osei-san. Osei-san allegedly bore a daughter named Yuriko. Yuriko then married a Japanese politician who forged an alliance with Adolf Hitler. Remember, Hitler is also being pointed as Rizal's son. And with that, the Axis powers was formed. Nice, huh? Yuriko was the daughter of Osei-san and her husband Charlton, not Rizal. Yuriko would later marry Yoshiharu Takiguchi, a senator's son.
Ayun. Naghimo si Rizal sang dam, true or false?
Rizal built a dam in the Piton using burnt shells and bricks that were made from his machine. It is said that he built it with the help of 14 young boys that were his students. The dam was constructed by Rizal in 1985 with the help of his pupils. The water system provided adequate year-round water supply for Rizal's farm and household needs. The water supply comes from a little mountain stream across the river from the Piton and follows the contour of the country for the whole distance.
Okay, is it a fact or myth?
I don't know.
There are rumors that Rizal might be gay. Ambeto Campo, a famous Filipino historian, managed to get a hold of Rizal's writings and noticed that there are side notes and drawings of the male organ all over the book. In his 1884 diary, Rizal wrote a very intriguing, "I am gay." But judging by Rizal, the means of contemporary culture, he might just be a metrosexual, a male who knows a lot about grooming, fashion, and culture, nothing else. The national hero always looked so well groomed, neatly posed in all his photos, and fastidious about the latest European fashion. His wardrobe, combs, and other paraphernalia are publicly displayed in Fort Santiago for all to see.
Do you believe that there are groups who worship Rizal as God? Fact or myth?
Fact.
There is a religious sect called the Rizalistas that claim Rizal is a reincarnation of Jesus Christ. Like religious sects, the Rizalistas also have different sects depending on their beliefs. They also have different founders and founding dates. They see Rizal as a reincarnated Christ or the Messiah.
Liwat? Involved siya sa gambling.
Jose Rizal?
Oo.
As in Jose Rizal?
Yes.
Oo.
Is Rizal a fan of gambling? On September 21, 1892, the mailboat Butuan was approaching the town of Dapitan carrying a lottery ticket numbered 9736, jointly owned by Captain Carnicero, Dr. Rizal, and Francisco Equilion. Rizal's share of the winning lottery ticket was 6,200 pesos. He gave 2,000 pesos to his father and 200 pesos to his friend Basa in Hong Kong, and the rest he invested well by purchasing agricultural lands along the coast of Talisa. Rizal's winning in the Manila lottery reveals an aspect of his lighter side. He never drank hard liquor and never smoked, but he was a lottery addict. This was his only vice, commented Wenceslao E. Retana, his first Spanish biographer and former enemy.
Do you think Rizal was involved in a French or German espionage?
Myth or fact?
Yes.
Is Rizal involved in German or French espionage? He might not be James Bond, but if you would look at his extensive knowledge of different languages and his wide experience in traveling, he really might be. It all started when a chief of police visited Rizal in his Berlin apartment and asked for his passport. Later, he was also accused of being a German spy. France and Germany had conflicts back then, but eventually, both allegations were proven false.
Did Rizal kill his son?
Is it Rizal's fault why his son died? In March 1896, in the 8th month of pregnancy, Josephine Bracken suffered from a miscarriage in which the born son passed away after 3 hours of life. Nowadays, the grave of the son, who should be called Francisco, also Peter, is unknown but is believed to be in a secluded part of Talisay.
Rizal, the Jack the Ripper.
Can you elaborate on that?
Jack the Ripper, he's a killer in London.
Sino pinatay?
Fun or fact? Do you believe that they're the same?
Fact?
Is Rizal the infamous Jack the Ripper? The reasons? 1. Rizal was in London in the year 1888, also the same year that Jack the Ripper existed. Second, Rizal knows a lot about medicine and surgery. You can correlate that with the fact that Jack the Ripper cuts the bodies of his victims, the same way a doctor would. Third, Max Viola, Rizal's traveling companion, and not to mention his wingman, said that Rizal has had an affair with a prostitute. Jack the Ripper's victims were all prostitutes. Could it be that Rizal took revenge on women because he was jilted? What really happened here? On May 24, 1888, Rizal was in London's British Library to copy the book Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas by hand. During this time, Jack the Ripper began to terrorize the Whitechapel district, killing more than 5 victims in the end. Rizal then left London to publish the book in January 1889, exactly the same time when the murders stopped. Due to the intricate method used in the killings, the murderer has been suspected to be a surgeon or someone equipped with medical knowledge. Jose Rizal, as we all know, was also a doctor. Was this a coincidence? The story seems plausible, but with no tangible proof and tons of speculations surrounding the case, it will likely remain an interesting legend.